Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. I love you guys. Just wanted to say hello. How do you do today? I'm from the last video for probably a week. So I wanted to read you. I always got ants in my pants when I get on here. Thank you, Darren, for sending me this link from Sarah Connor. I don't know if I was actually tagged in this, but I'll just read it out to you. So a lot of people are not in the matrix like we are. So this is the last probably thing I'm going to be reading off before I pop off to my dentist pretty soon. Yes, I'm getting one tooth pulled today. I will be at the Freedom Walk for Freedom on Saturday. And I will be doing Freedom Choir on Sunday. So if you want to participate in Freedom Choir and you can't make it on Sunday, come on Saturday at 11:30 and we're doing a practice. So feel free to come down. The only prerequisite to we're practicing. It's practice on Saturday, and then Sunday we're going to practice a little bit, and then we're going to go sing for Pastor Art again and support him. Everybody loved it. It was amazing last Sunday. So please, if you haven't participated in Freedom Choir here in Calgary, it's a new movement we're starting as part of Heal the World Project. People are having a hard time getting onto Telegram and Heal the World Project. Try these ways to click onto me, and then you can probably find it. So Red Pill Raven, redpillraven.com, Raven Moonstone Art, or Heal the World Project. Those are all 4 groups that are attached to my name. So it's going to be awesome, amazing. So what I'm about to read to you is from, I've gotten your videos, by the way. Thank you to everyone who sent me either videos of us singing or whatever. I'm having severe problems with my phone where I've lost, I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. I don't have any WhatsApp info anymore. Every single Spice Girls link and picture that I had in one of these secret chats is gone. Gone. And I had a really good link in there. So like I'm effing PO'd right now about that. So I'm just going to read this so it's actually on the screen. And so Sarah Connor posted, Calgary and Edmonton are guilty of election fraud. Mayor Iveson already decided to step down equals arrested. Mayor Nenshi is next. That's Calgary's mayor. I see choppers making trips over my house in rural Alberta. I live downtown. I've seen tons of cops, choppers downtown, lots in the middle of the night. So I get woken up by them. In rural Alberta, usually I see the odd chopper, not 6 in one day, 3 trips or 3 at a time. And she went to Europe and his paid trip paid for by the Rockefellers. I've been saying that for a lot. Nancy wears a lot of purple. Nancy won his first election by fraud. We all know second election was more obvious. TikTok Nancy, that's our Calgary mayor. I call him, he's just, to me, just Jabba the Hutt. He's like a total a-hole. So he's defunded pretty much everything in the city. So he's a doorknob. Even if you don't follow along with anything, he's a doorknob. And not the kind that you even want to touch either. Get some happy germs. Who has seen the bobblehead pressers? Kenny and Ford. Oh yes, Kenny is our Alberta premier and Doug Ford is the Ontario premier. And they're both a couple of scumbags. Anyway, CGI green screened onto a suit. And look at Rona Ambrose, gone, aka Cat Rona. Arrests are happening. Our enemy, the news media, just refused to report it. U.S. military has everything. So I'm going. Oh, why? Every single time. Sorry, dear. We've been trying to get a hold of. I forgot to turn my ringer off. So anyways, Smartomatic, technology to serve all. I'm going to post this here so everybody can see it in the links here. And this is one of the links because I can't share anything right now. This is how I have to share it. So this is for Smartomatic. I'm just going to thank you again, Sarah Connor. So this is Skittle. the This is where they were all located, all of the server stuff. Okay. And then there's the customers of Skittle. And then it says City of Calgary and City of Edmonton were found on server Skittle company in Germany that got taken down last week. City of Calgary and City of Edmonton are customers of Skittle. You know what this means, don't ya? Show you our ridiculous mayor. That's our mayor. Actually, that's not the worst picture I've ever seen of him, but he is a ding dong. So, oh, dismiss. I got all these alarms happening. It's 1 o'clock. I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay, so Calgary votes to defund its police force. I don't know who voted on that, but we did not, the people did not vote on that. So, yes, CGI of Doug Ford. Okay, so correspondence for the color purple. Elements air, planets Jupiter, direction east, crown chakra, number 7, tools 1, cauldron. Basically, they're just telling you that it's all linked to who's being controlled right now. Nancy just mentioned in council chambers that the Rockefellers paid for his trip to Europe last week. That was on May 28th of 2018. He announced that. The Rockefellers are the same group that had fed hundreds of millions into groups like Tides to stop the @KM underscore and Trans Mountain Pipeline and YCC and hashtag AB Poly, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, Sarah, you're a very good truther. She's at Sarah Connor. Anyways, is the Islamic flag on Canada Day, right in the middle of two flags. Why does this happen? And that's the mayor right there. Okay. And as I expressed this morning to a friend of mine, there's our mayor again holding a baby, kind of makes me want to vomit. And this is all I have to say to them. Speaking of which, I'm going to ask you guys all. So I'll just grab it. I'm in my sweatpants. I'm sure you don't mind. Okay, so I had to put Kraken and Sydney back into the plant, same planter, because they were lonely. So this was an indication that you guys should all be sending Sydney and the team a lot of love and light and energy. Okay, a lot of love and light and energy. So I'm using my aloe plant to be a good measure of the energies out there. So it lost about 10 tentacles. Just didn't want to survive on its own in its other little space that I had for it. So please send your love and light vibes to the gang. So they do need it. They do need it. These people are literally fighting behind the scenes to release us from this. So we need to send them positive, happy vibes. It's so important. So important. So, and why Alberta and Ontario? Okay. So I used to think it was going to be somewhere in across overseas that was going to be last before we started hearing disclosure. But the more I think about it, I think Canada is one of the last places that's getting dealt with because of Turdo, his bloodline from his mother is from the original satanic Sinclair bloodline, and his father is Castro. So it's my understanding he was one of these people that was born to be the Antichrist. And same with Obama. Obama is Angela Merkel's son, if you didn't know that already. And Angela Merkel is the daughter of Hitler. Okay. So what we're seeing now is pretty much where all these servers and things were happening. You can see all of these people in the background tied to a whole bunch of crap. And some of the things I'm going to get you to go watch, so you know if you find them on your Netflix or whatever, you can watch them. First of all, go watch Conspiracy on Netflix. I think in The Assassins, you can find all about Robert Maxwell, his daughter, Ghislaine Maxwell, how he was tied to the Mossad, and all of that. Next thing you want to go watch on there, if you haven't ever, is Ancient Aliens. If you cannot find it, please go find Ancient Aliens. Somebody said it was on Gaia TV. And yes, do that. And oh, you're not clear on General Flynn in the 17 countries. So what my understanding with is what's going on is, yes, General Flynn's a citizen and Sidney Powell is his lawyer. Okay. Now, in my mind, I'm just thinking that Sidney Powell would have to be trained in admiralty and maritime law. So it is my understanding that with the voter and election fraud and all of this, we've been living in a communist Canada. I'll just use Canada as example. 40% is owned by the CCP already, flat on paper, financial ties. So when the Hunter Biden laptop um, was linking Canada and whatever to the CCP, they also have laptops on Ford, on Kenny, on Nenchi, on Trudeau. That's why these people are already getting arrested, because they have it all. And so my understanding is what we're going to be seeing now is they're showing us how or what kind of steps need to be done, and then people coming around and supporting them. So now I've heard that both General Flynn is in maybe not that area at The Hague or whatever. To me, it doesn't matter. All of these things that are happening are things that need to be happening, whether they're legitimately going on behind the scenes, they've happened already, or they're about to happen. Okay. It's the collective consciousness. And because of the lunar eclipse that we just went through yesterday, we really honestly need to be paying attention to our own thoughts and what we're co-creating in our reality in front of us. So if we're thinking the sky is falling and we're going to be shoved into all of these FEMA camps and be given the and all of that stuff, you're not really co-creating the happy universe that I'm telling you guys is there. And if you haven't already watched Star Tribe _Foundation on Instagram, that's Fifth Element Goddess. She has a message today. She got a lot of downloads. And she has a really good 9-minute video on her Instagram. So please go watch it. I think it's the second video in. And she wanted to talk to me last night, but honestly, the energies that are coming in, everybody is getting hammered big time. So now what I'm thinking that's going to happen is these 17 countries are going to cut their ties to the globalist elite family first. That's what that kind of looks like when they say we're not putting up with your voter fraud, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of steps that are being taken in behind the scenes. So, and the Kraken to me is not only the machine that's fighting, but it's also the legal machine that's fighting, and people are in that legal machine. And all the executive orders, the executive order from 2018 that prevented tampering of voter fraud and all that, says you have 45 days from the election to come up with what happened in there. And then that has to be presented to the commission in another 45 days. So within 90 days from November 2nd, that crap has to be all sorted. And the executive order that was signed on November 2nd of this year, right before the election, is the 1776 Commission. And that says within 120 days, a new commission will be established that's going to reteach all of the proper history from the United States. And that also returns the United States back to natural law. Okay, natural law, which is do no harm. It's the 10 commandments. Don't be an a-hole. Okay, love your brother and sister, all of that stuff. So what I'm seeing in my mind are these things. Okay, so yeah, they're saying General Flynn is taking the 17 nations to The Hague, but who's standing behind him? Because it's not just him, right? So the other thing is obviously they've known all of this information, and it's past proving future, okay? So, or present. So that's exactly what we're living through now. So I'm living in a matrix of myself, of seeing a lot of 3D ego saying, I produced this, I did this, I'm so great, listen to me, or I need to get this message of anger across or whatever. Those vibrations that are saying things that come from a place other than light and love, and just wanting to help everybody have an understanding of what's going on in the universe, where your position is in this big matrix, what role you're playing. Those vibrations that aren't holding to the best collective consciousness of the group that's having these golden entanglements of light and love all over us, constantly jacking up our vibrations, they're being bounced off. And some of it looks ugly and it's triggering some in a lot of people. So I have gotten all of your emails about some specific people in in regards to their energy. And I'm on it. Like, I've been honestly triggered by two people since I started this whole thing, and they both do the exact same thing. And I realized, like, what is it about these two people that do the exact same thing that is triggering me? And here's what it is. And it has to do with their ego and lack of understanding on equality. If you don't understand how we're all equal and how we're all sharing information and giving other people credit where credit is due and coming together as a collective consciousness, if you think you're the one that has reign or dominion over those people that are in that collective consciousness, then are you equal? No, you're putting yourself up here. That's not what's happening. What's happening is all of us are like, oh, and then we've got people who are yelling at us, no, you have to listen to me and do things my way. That's not fair. That's not equality. That's not balance. And that's not just Sarah. That's not global. Okay. So global is us here in Calgary thinking, I know across the globe, when I do heal the world videos, you guys love that. I love it. It opens up all of our throat chakras. Whether we can sing or not, it's putting our vibrations and frequencies out into the air in a very positive message. So that's what I'm kind of getting at today. What are you focusing on after the eclipse? Are you focusing on your big fat ego? Do you need to feed victim bear? Oh, look what I did. What do you do? Who cares? Really, is it that important to the collective collaborative for you to have a title or for you to say it's my way or the highway? Nobody likes that. And that brings me to yesterday, what came up in, again, and I'll read it out with the city bylaws. People are like, I don't even know what to say to people anymore because they're harassing me about these bylaws. And I'll read out exactly what the city of Calgary put on their own stuff. Right on there. Employees do not have the legal right to enforce this bylaw. Period. They do not have the legal right to enforce the bylaw. Period. So we have to stick up for each other, okay? We have to raise our vibrations. If you see somebody that's looking like controlled opposition, ditch them. They're obviously need to work through their own inner selves. And if you're not doing the work to clean out your pineal gland and release those triggers to move you through that 4D step of truth, forgiveness, and acceptance on your part, what you think about every day, what you personally do, what is it that you have? What gift are you giving people every day? What's coming out of your mouth? Are you giving them a crap sandwich that says, you're going to listen to me, it's my way or the highway? You can't talk about that in front of people. That's censorship. That's gaslighting. That's all of those things. So if you're coming from that vibration, that's not a gift that anybody wants to receive. So they're just going to go. And the other thing is if you're coming from a place of, hey, nice hat, nice hairdo, nice whatever, and you're all from a love and light place, it's okay to use the anger of those people that are trying to take control because they're taking away your free will. It is okay to be angry about it. It doesn't come from a place of ego. It comes from a place of your voice not being heard and you being silenced again. Inequality. Okay. So thank you for the messages of support that I got, especially about Saturday, what happened on Saturday, and everybody who was at the rally knows what happened on Saturday. So we won't go into that, but you're supposed to be a complete service to others. You're right, Carolyn. And what kind of gift are you giving people when you open your mouth? Are you saying, I love you? I wish you the best? I think maybe there's some things that need to be resolved within yourself. If there's jealousy in your ego, if there's anger, if there's any of those things, you have not worked. That's what happens to bullies. Bullies yell out shit that they're insecure with, period. End of story. If you're happy about who you are as a person and you love everybody, you're not yelling shit out of your mouth. You're not trying to control anybody. You're just you. You're going with the flow, right? So be very conscious of how you wake up in the morning. And this is my test to all of you. Every day from now until whatever, I'm tasking you, if you even have to keep a calendar like you're taking birth control or something. I don't know. I used to have to. I was shitty at it. But I started, by the way, my TRS cleanse today, December 1st, because I'm getting my molar pulled. But I also started this a long time ago, waking up every morning and saying, I love you, Raven. I love my apartment. I love my bed. I feel how cozy my bed is. I stretch for 10 minutes. I just sit in really big gratitude before I even get out of bed. And do I want to get out of bed now? Am I awake enough to get out of bed? Does my body need more sleep? I never used to think about those things, but we must. We must, as light warriors, preserve our energy. And that's like, do we want to battle people in their ego? No. I've said this a couple of times, and it took me to get out into my higher self to actually say these words. In order for somebody in their ego to find themselves, you almost have to really just wish that they hope they find themselves in their higher selves. So these people that I have issue with, I'm literally saying, gee, buddy, I really am surrounding you in light and love and hope you see what your lack of your own inner self is doing to the collective consciousness. So we are all one. And if there's one person who's constantly like trying to bring us down, then you need to decide. And that's even in your own family. If your own family is starting to be turds, like, why talk to them anymore? Like, I just don't have any patience for that. That's when we need to cut the cords, thank them for the lesson, and move forward. Move forward. So that's what I'm kind of getting at today, is that we all have to stand together in equality and let everyone know that we are all here to support each other equally. And that's how we co-create our happiness. We can't go around healing everybody if we're like, oh, gee, I hope they heard me for my last 25 minutes times 10 that I spoke every time saying the same thing. Or, gee, I hope they heard me when I called myself a producer. Or, gee, I hope they heard me when I said that I did all this work for humanity. I hope they heard me. It's actions speak louder than words right now. If you are not walking your talk, you are not working from here. So it's my job to raise everybody's vibrations up. I know that. I know I'm a messenger. I got it. I understand it all. And I'm trying not to get sucked down into that 3D ego tunnel of, I'm so great. Look at all the people who know who I am. Still don't understand it. I love it when, like I keep saying, when people I know you come up to me and I'm trying to always place, especially if I haven't met you more than once. I'm always trying to place, okay, which function did I meet them? Did I meet them at a walk? Like I'm really trying hard, but I know you all love me and I love you right back. So I always call everybody gorgeous or darling or sweetheart. And I do that with my own kids because I've been fucking up my kids' names forever. So don't feel bad if I don't remember your name all the time. It's not because I don't remember your face or your heart. That's more important to me. So, but no, when my kids were younger, I would yell out one of their names, but I would really mean one of the other two. And so I'd go through all three of them. And that's a grandma disease. I had my grandma disease. My grandma Dunlop did that all the time. She'd be like, all of her kids, and then finally yell for the kid she was. So it was really funny. But yes, so yes, karma is going to be one of those very, that's what we're doing. We're returning karma back to our lives. So if you're not helping put that place mentally, that person mentally that's living in 3D ego and fear and greed of needing to be either right or whatever, then you're not, or jealousy, all of those things are the same. I'm not a jealous person anymore. Like I used to be triggered a little bit, and then after somebody kept saying, "You're jealous, you're jealous, you're jealous," I'm like, "Am I though? Am I?" Like, and then I realized I wasn't that jealous. I'm more loyal, not jealous. And I think I'm loyal now more to my feelings. So, but yes. Oh, you're enjoying getting the card readings. Okay. Um, all right. Yes, alone is definitely better than being around a brace of people. Exactly. Actually just wrote a letter about that last night, about how like even in the last couple of weeks we've talked about it, and I know you've paid attention, about how when we've come into our truth, and that's such a high frequency resonating within our DNA, that it's hard to go back to certain relationships because that frequency doesn't hold that same vibration as anymore. So it's almost like your ship is coming from here and then it's going, oh, I don't want to go down there. Let's go back up here. And then you have people coming out of 3D trying to, like, they can't get enough steam sometimes to get their fear or jealousy or ego over that 4D hump. So but yes, it really does help clear the negativity. Yes, and pets do help. They're already in 5D. Pets are in 5D. That's why they can tell when some jackass walks up to you and they're crusty as all get out. But yeah, so that's pretty much for today. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. And I will not be able to talk for a few days. But before I go, yes, I will. I will do a card reading. I didn't bring my glasses, so every single time. I love you guys because you put up with my shenanigans and ballyhoo. So let's all place ourselves in our highest self, all of us collectively watching. If you haven't given a thumbs up, do that so I know you're paying attention. That's how you get back into the feed too. I'm learning how to fight some of these algorithms, not because I need the, what do you call it? Listen, Linda, wear your glasses, right? Okay, Wendy. If my purse was right handy, I'd go grab it, but I don't even remember where I put my purse. My apartment's not that big either. I'm looking to see if I can see it. So please place us in our highest selves so that we can clearly see, think, and feel the divine messages that wish to come out. Oh, I should show you and then what it looks like. So I already pulled this card out. I haven't looked at it yet. So you're getting two today. In a good mood. Okay, perfect. One more. There we go. Those two kind of stuck together. All right, so I'm gonna have the best of luck today. That tooth, let's just all wish to be extracted. I've been visualizing it. My muscles freeing it finally and not being tense in the doctor. And I'm actually gonna be taking some on my walk there, I'm going to do what I did yesterday, because if I walk beforehand, it gets my adrenals at least calmed down and shedding some energy. So, and the other thing is I'm going to smoke 2 joints and then take some mint oil and lavender oil internally before I go. So that'll calm me down. So there we go. Today is about, this is hilarious, risk. So you can all see that card. Okay, so that's the one that popped out. I don't take that personally as like, oh, I should be scared about going to the dentist. Okay, this marker brings this marker brings excitement to your path. You cannot know the outcome of the action you're being called to take until you do it. In this way, you're being required to be blind in the forest for a time, risking all you know and all you've acquired on your journey for the potential of something better. Wow, that's awesome. Perhaps the training you require demands faith in what you cannot experience with your 5 senses. That's pretty cool. Be reliant, but reliance on the sixth sense, your intuition, can provide you with another type of light, or sight to aid you into your journey. Very important questions can be answered now. Is engaging in this situation worth the risk? Or does my inner sight tell me to wait until another opportunity comes? Am I willing to learn a lesson of defeat in surrender to the promise of unknown potential? Pray for guidance and ask for a sign. If the answer is yes, take the risk. If no, rest, regroup, and wait on the will of the divine mystery. Another sacred journey marker may reveal itself for the answer. Well, there you go. So here's the top card that did not fall out. Oh, and we got it the other day. It's the Merlin. Okay. So obviously, I'll reread it again because it was cool. The Merlin is the messenger of initiation and alchemy and is both the magician and the high priest. He is the masculine keeper of the magic and has the ability to turn iron ore into gold. Merlin says, you have all you need to move forward. Rejoice that all the elements you require for success indeed are present. You are given notice that where it comes to your life and its purpose, the magical aspects of the Merlin can be summoned to help you find the answer that is within you. When the Merlin appears, he tells you that justice will be done in all matters of your query. I'm just going to leave it at that for now, just because justice will be done. As earth as it is in heaven. Yes. Thy kingdom come. Yes. All of that good stuff. I love you guys. So thank you for sending me so much love on my visit to the dentist. He is a really nice guy. He is. It's just, I think they don't know who I am, and that's okay. They got the experience of Raven yesterday. So today is going to be it's another day. It's just another day. Yesterday was the eclipse, so energies were right freaking wonky as all get out. So thank you for sending me love and light on my journey. I will be taking it easy. I'm actually planning on to just chill out and watch. My son came and loaded Disney of all things on my laptop yesterday. So thank you, son. At least I can watch some movies and pretend the voices that aren't saying them aren't really creepy people. And I can just flake out watching Black Beauty or something. I was watching A Bug's Life. Who ordered the poo-poo platter? It's one of my favorite lines. We all ordered it and we didn't know it. So yes, I love living alone. I love it so much. So I love my apartment. I love my space. I love everything. I love you guys. I love the fact that I've been able to go inside myself this year more than I've ever done and find really who I am to be able to connect and rise up to your frequency. So it's been a really awesome journey. Like these last, like, I know a lot of us woke up in March because we got jacked in our vibrations. So thank you for being on the journey and thank you for understanding uh, where I'm at with my journey. It really helps be supportive as a collective. And I appreciate everyone who even sends me emails and stuff like that. I'm trying my best to get more organized. I'm so, yeah, but my phone is causing me such grief. So I think they've deleted my WhatsApp, to be honest. So a couple of my friends didn't even want to go back on it when they said they changed their user agreement. So yes, haha, poo poo platter. Yeah, I'm doing the work. You're right, Carolyn. Thank you. So I'm really honored. I am honored to be with all of you. I really am. Like, I don't think you know how important you are to help heal my journey as much as I'm helping heal your journey. So it is a collective consciousness. I totally believe in that you're all my brothers and sisters, and everyone who wants to meet, we will. We will. We will be with each other in another place. Whether it consists of a time or not, we'll be in another place together. And I don't mean that in a negative, oh, I'll see you in heaven, like I'm gonna croak or anything. I mean, we will be all ascended together in a happy spot. So you guys have all been a part of my day, so thank you for acknowledging the fact that you've been present. You have been present. So congratulate yourself. Be grateful for yourself and your knowledge and your wisdom and all of your life experience to get you to where you are now. You can accept full reptilian stories and not have a nervous breakdown. Yay! So just appreciate yourself. So, and I did have my humidifier on all darn morning and I'm still dry throat. So, yes, thank you very much. I'm very grateful to each and every one of you. So, light and love on your journey today. And as soon as I'm able to talk and digest some of the news, I'll make some, or maybe I'll just get on here one day and hold up pieces of paper when I can't talk if I'm up to it. I still love you that much. So, and it helps me keep in the vibration. I find if even I'm a half a day off Telegram, holy, I feel like a ding dong. So take your time and it will go smooth as butter. So my appointment, I will be getting my teeth worked on in 3 hours. So if you want to have some happy vibes and send me some positivity, also send it not just for me, I'm not selfish, but remember about Sydney and everybody in the Kraken. That includes POTUS and everybody who's making a difference in our lives when we don't see them. The military, everyone globally. All of my friends who I know are working very hard, either in the military or in some places that they can't tell us about. I'm with you. I'm with you, brother and sister. I'm with you. Okay. So I do. I focus on this plant, and I know it's just a plant, but it's it's really an indication of where I can put my energies and know that these tentacles are taking care of everybody on the planet in some mysterious way. So I love you, Sydney and the Kraken. Sending everyone positive thoughts and vibes. And I never used to think it had that much effect until I did know it had some effect, but I didn't realize how much effect it had. So our voice does carry. So thank you very much for being with me. Take care.